Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to explain tables and how we can how we can use the tables tag to put the data on the web page. Now, tables you generally use to put tabular data on a web page. To explain it better, if we're going to put something like maybe class schedule or something of that nature, we can use tables tag. Inside the table we have like that would be our header. That's the body of our table. And let's say if you have something maybe like a total, which in this case doesn't make any sense, but let's say if there was, we could have included that in basically our footer. Or yeah, so the table comprises of like three sections, right? One, two, and that's three. That's our table. So now that we have seen that on a whiteboard, let's go ahead and I'll implement that in I'll implement that. Now, in order to show this as a demo, I'll create a new web page inside this others web web page folder, and I'll name something like schedule.html. For some reason, my caps is on. .html, and as we know, I'll fill in the details, but I'm not worrying much about head. And in the body I'll maybe put like a header, right? And now I'll put the table tag. So the first tag inside the table is the caption. That's not a must, but for our case we are going to put that. And the caption could be something like class schedule, right? Nothing fancy. Actually, I would like to swap the header with the, because that should be header, and maybe make it the capitalized, right? In after the caption, the three important tags are t head, which is our header. T body is the where the main data goes in, right? And t footer, or t foot rather, is the end. So if we talk about head, um, every row begins with tr. That's essentially, so if I'm going to put this row, I have to put tr. Similarly this one. So for all of those entries, each one of them is essentially a row. No matter if it's the header or the body, it's a row essentially. So I'll put tr, and then inside each row, since that's a header, I'll include th, and I'll keep the first one empty, because if you look, this spot, that's an empty spot, so I won't put any text in here. But for the next one, um, I'll include like Monday, and then I'll put that Monday to Friday. Right, that's done. Sorry. Now in the body, again, as mentioned, every row begins with T R, and now since I'm putting uh, actually, for the first one, I'll put T header because, for example, I'm putting 10 a.m., right? And that's where the th would, I guess, play would look nicer. And I'll once we go towards the front end, we'll see what I'm explaining. So in this, I can write something like maybe math and science, your history, right? And maybe I'm not sure, like physics, yeah. And now let's see how does it look. But I'll go to the index page and I'll put another reference. And this time, since I'm referring to schedule page, so I'll save that up. And now I'll open a web browser and one thing, as you can see, go to the heading. Oh, yeah. One thing I should have done is put a line break, and I should change the this one as well. Right now, let's see how does that look. Yeah, I and that's this one. Yeah. So this is what I was talking about. Like if I take to that, where I've mentioned like this should be a T header because uh, I wanted to have it like this. This is why I've made it make this is why I've made it header, right? And there's another thing, for example, if I let's put another row and let's say at 1 p.m. we have lunch, right? So how would we do that? And a good way I'll do that would be lunch. And since that's every day, what I'll do is include called span and put that 5 in here, which means if now I go to my front end, and since HTML is all about structure, not design, that means that lunch spans for all these columns. We will touch base on like how we can make it more style oriented in our CSS tutorials, but for now we're just focusing on the structure. Now, for the sake of completeness, I'll put something in the footer as well, although it doesn't look any sense to put anything, but for example, T header can be total, and in here I can maybe something like credit hours, right? This is right. So something like that, right? That's pretty much it for this tutorial, and I'll coming up with another tutorial. Thank you.